I read an interview, Ron, in which you said when you're improvising, you're thinking about finding those notes that are leading somewhere musically profitable for you. And I thought that was a really concise way of summarizing pretty much what everybody's after when we're improvising. And I was curious, at what point in your career did you realize that was what you're after, and what were some of the challenges early on to get there?
That's a three question. I'm trying to answer them one at a time in my head. I think we all are still looking for those spots. The more experience we have, the more we realize that that spot was close, but maybe it wasn't the most unique spot of them all. I think before I got to that place in my head, I realized how much uh, how much power, how much responsibility the bass player had in groups. You know, once I understood that each note that the bass player plays, whoever he or she is in whatever group they're in, each note does four or five things all at the same time, tune after tune, chorus after chorus, band after band. And once I understood that, then I became more curious about what's the best note of all these responsibilities that I'm responsible for, and what will be the result of this beautiful note, this special note on those who I'm playing with. Do I have their attention enough for an extended period of time, a whole chorus, to have them be aware of my development of a bass line? And when they get to this note, when I hit this note, they understand he's going there. What can I do to help this note in my solo? Once I became aware of that uh, strength of the bass's presence and how important his or her note choices were or are, then I began to say, well, if you're improvising that bass line night in and night out, when you solo, it's the same thing, only they're not so much quarter notes. The rhythm is different, but the note choice is equally important. And then I began to kind of look curiously at the solos and how they develop and how the audience knows the solo's over, you know, and how they can feel the tension in my note choices or the note choices of the instrumentalist. Working with Jimmy Green right now, whenever we get back to work, I'm able to watch him play and hear his development of his lines and understand that he's winding down his solo. And I'm hoping that when I solo, I can maintain the audience's attention so that they also follow my thought process and see that, okay, he's winding the stuff down, you know. Going to work every night for me is a free class with whoever the band is. Was it the trio of Russell Malone and Donald Vega, or a quartet with uh, Irene Rosnes and Peyton Crossley and Jimmy Green, or the Nonette or the big band? Every night I have a chance to experiment on a live blackboard. And my hope is that I haven't erased enough of the things I played last night to have to work on this night.